It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Time to figure out where on the coaching staff you want to start. Whichever role now for the fun part. Here, now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. It's time to sign your first. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting... a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack, as we'll see a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. The Pirates about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
From the gun, the ground game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends...
Wide open spaces. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Trying the left side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. NC State will pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Let's talk for a second about NC State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion.
Lofts one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will go to work for the first time. And They're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Nice move there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Got a man, it's Smith. Oh, a lot of space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
A first down run on the doorstep. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Pirates. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. the move. It's Smothers. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Pirates are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the 2nd half.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to beat him to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Motion from the back. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, and the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Hauser. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Takes a hit as he fired. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Pirates decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and short kick. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Hendrickson.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch a big fella.
Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. They'll immediately call timeout. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. catch in the middle. It's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense. They're turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Pirates need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did. He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. To the air. It's Bailey. He's got it on the move. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Finds a little space. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, and you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Pirates send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hauser. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Lots of running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The short hands, it's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. It's a seam wide open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab over the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more?
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 98 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Pirates are in the hurry-up. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And as he throws, can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, ECU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You've got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
Thanks. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Groupers offense will have the football first. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off play action. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Groupers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Groupers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to go for a big one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go longs against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Right down the middle. Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Run it with the fullback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's loose. Racing to the right. The tag. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The groupers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the groupers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The groupers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gets the back moving. Got it behind the line. It's Montgomery. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they...
Open field on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
14 and 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Looking for a crease. It's Craig. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The play action fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
On the set.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. That's caught. It's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. Spins away from one. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Pirates with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Montgomery. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pirates.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Give on the inside. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. The run from the shotgun. He was searching for that 1st down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Snagged in the middle. It's O'Brien. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The option look. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Here's the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Pirates have moved it inside the 20.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time he's got it. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
The Groupers will kick it off to start the second half. Inside the 30, and here he comes. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the... Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble, the quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
He'll keep it himself. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, ECU! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now the pitch. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Here's a return from midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. To the air, it's Hauser. Right on the money.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. This time on target. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from Yates.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Pirates want to crank the tempo. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little room. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Gets away from one. He's got space. He kept those legs moving. Got 3 out to the 19. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The groupers will call on their punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They go to the ground. Got a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Montgomery. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going.
Touchdown, East Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try it over the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Keeps looking downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Pirates are marching down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Wide open spaces. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a 1st down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They get him down. Top run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
51-6.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Craig. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. The Groupers will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David. Oh, out of space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Split backs here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. Smashes ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry up. Now he's looking to throw it. Looking for the goal line. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Power ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll try to pass their way in. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that.
Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. And the Chanticleers will put total leather and will get started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So East Carolina's offense will get the first swing of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To throw, it's Barber. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The shot that clears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Dances away. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Barber. There's the pressure. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Chanticleer send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out. The last. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's O'Brien. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Pirates didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. Lots of running room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Barber. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The shot that clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's John. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. And the shot that clears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Pirates back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's another shot to clear.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He wants to throw it again. Going to try to get it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The shot that clears have pushed it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Simpkins. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air, it's Barber. Setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Just drives it between the uprights. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kick defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Bring in the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway.
And the Pirates will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Barber. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. The shot that clears wants to pick up the tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Trying play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the shot that clears will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. The Pirates get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. QB draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's loose. The spin, still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Pirates had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Going to sling it on second down. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Gonna run it. It's Simpkins. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Barber. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the shot to clear is trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. He'll start this drive firing. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Got it in the middle, it's O'Brien. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle. Force the 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Using his legs, it's John. Oh, better look out. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run.
Turning it on. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Pirates. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. On the ground, it's Simpkins. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And the shot to clears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The shot that clears want to move quickly.
And that's another shot to clear.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arms.
4th down, gotta have it here. Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense trying to take it back. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead.
And that is such a critical mistake by the offense, David. You've got the lead late. The only thing your coach is telling you is ball security. They put it on the ground, and not only does the defense pick it up, but they take it into score, and now they've got the lead.
And you talk about coming up big in a big moment. Defense looking for a stop, but how about this? You practice it so much. Getting fumbles. What do? You scoop. Everybody blocks. You take it back to the house. This game just changed with one play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Under fire. That's it 5. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. Sets up the screen. Running to Green. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So now it's 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. The Pirates will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to pass. It's Barber. Here's the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown. Shot to clear. They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit better.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, ECU. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Rides to back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Keeps it on the draw. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Chanticleers have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tucker. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think